Okay, so as you can see here, progress has been pretty steady. I'm now ready to put the blocks down here. Of course, got those squeed bars to fill in. But here, we're going to do a circle. Make up a circle. Now, listen, I've thought about this. It's going to be a nightmare. Right, you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. These are going to be edging blocks going around in a circle, each one cut in a V shape. So there's about 44 of them, so that's about 88 cuts ish. Right, it's going to be a bit of a nightmare, but there we go, we'll see what it looks like. Alright, so just saying, I'm setting it out now. I've got my center point, which is symmetrical to the center of the house, so that's where the circle's going to be. I'm now going to lay these red blocks in a row, in rows, and then taking it from there, then I'm going to cut them. So that's that. So here we are. The blocks are out, and that square should be like giving us a, was it now, 140 centimeter circumference. Okay. As you can see, you do what you can to make a center point. As you can see here, we have a toilet roll holder.
Kitchen towel
holder. All right. Oh, there we go. Toilet. Put bog roll on it, love. All right. Okay. Anyway, and then we're marking a 70 centimeter piece of string, and then of course a pencil marker. We want to go round in that fashion. Okay. So that's the plan. And also, as you can see there, which you realise now, you've got to, whoever's holding the pencil. Right, just give you a ballpark idea. That pencil, you've got to keep exactly the same, keep it upright all the time, because look, you see what happens if you start getting a bit lazy one way or the other. You're suddenly going, oh, what happened there? I did everything right. So yeah, that's where you can go wrong on that. If there's another better way, there probably is. But for this man right here, right now, that's what we've got. Okay, so we just kind of cut or mark to cut the circle. So that's where we're at, okay, with our impressive bog roll holder.
Kitchen roll.
Oh, look. Okay, stop. Yeah. So with that process, very happy. I'm gonna bring you in here. Got a lovely lead line there. That's a proper circle, and we measured it out, so it's 140 centimeters this circle, and with the border blocks, they're about 22 each, so you know, you're looking at 184
diameter.
Yeah, well, the whole, yeah. So yeah, happy with that. So I'm gonna now score them and then cut them. I'll probably score them, and then probably easier to do it walking around rather than do it individually, so I get a feel for the circle. But yeah, I wouldn't cut them all down there. I don't think. No. I don't think, I'm not that brave. I'll score them and then pull them up, and well, we'll see what I do. Okay. Okay. So you can see here, I have used my small, was it 4 3/4? Well, 4.5 inch angle grinder, and basically, yeah, scored the blocks. Okay, so and then I have got myself a little workstation set up over here, and I'm gonna cut them with a slightly larger angle grinder. You can see obviously the angle there. Okay, so wish me luck. I've got 30 of these to do. Okay, so I just thought I'd say, when I'm cutting, I'm using, of course, the large 230mm angle grinder, and when I'm cutting here, of course, this is the part I'm keeping, so this is being discarded. Now when I'm cutting, I'm going in and I'm bending the angle slightly, okay, so of course you're left with a little bit of a void, so it doesn't bump into the next block when you lay it. So make sure that, and of course also there's a curve there. Now the angle grinder does not go around a curve, Okay, so you can start there. As you see, I've scored it hard here with smaller angle grinder, and then so I'm putting my 230mm angle grinder in there, and I'm cutting straight there. Okay, so basically up to there, all this falls away, and then go in again at the angle and take the rest off. Okay, so I cut, as you can see here, I'm going like this way, and I just stopped just to show you. Okay, so I'm not cutting around the corner, but with the angle grinder, which is already scored, it's starting to chip away anyway, so that's fine. So just go straight on, discard this block, and I'll show you, of course, you cut the edge at that angle. Right? Okay, so as you can see, that was cut straight, and now I'm left with that little angle there, which will come in a moment. And there, just slice down there, and if we turn it sideways, you can see there's a little edge there, so that will fit in nicely. Okay. Woohoo. Okay, so there we go, and there's the angle there. Okay, pretty cool. Okay, so this is the last cut, and there you go. So if you're not careful, you think, yay, great, there you go, all done, job done. But actually, you can see that would not sit with your block, which is next to it. So, and also, if I look here as well, it looks like that needs trimming back a little bit, or maybe it doesn't, but I might just do it just in case. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Let's put these in. Nice little one. How long it took me? You know, a while, but not forever. Probably a couple of hours to 30 cuts. That is absolutely fantastic. Ah! Wait a minute. No, where are you? Where are you? Oh my word. Don't go away. There you go. Let's put it back in. You want to go with all your friends, don't you? And that's not right. Oh God. Oh goody aunt. Please tell me that goes there. And that must go there. Oh, goodness me. There we go. Could actually be professional. Okay, so next step here. Right, you've got choices. You do that, right, and you do a massive lot of mortar, which, you know, is doable. I'm thinking of doing it actually. It's like, oh, that's so much easier than what I've got planned. All right, or alternatively, you cut every block. Not just one cut, but two cuts into, like, you know, into the V, and you go around that way. If you was to put little slithers in there, I've got a feeling that those would crack and break. So that's the choices. Choices. I believe I'm going to do the slow version, all right, which is usually me because I'm a bit slow. Okay, so how am I going to do this? This is my cunning plan. Okay, so that is the center point of the circle. Okay, now got a string here, and just to give you an example anyway, put it out there. I put one of the blocks and I'm pulling it tight like that, and I've marked, as you can see there, and I'm putting it over to the other side, pulling it tight. I've got my two marks. I am hoping, please make it hope, I'm going to make a template, right, and I'm going to cut and move that template along and use the template to cut the blocks, and hopefully it will make a nice circle. Don't know if it will, but we'll have a go. Oh my god, okay, this is really slow, guys. I say it's really slow. This is my template, this one here. Basically, that's the template there. I'll just turn it upside down so I get a nice clean edge. and here they are. Yeah, and this concrete or this this block is pretty tough as well. The angle grinder isn't going through butter, but it's going through, and it's going through fine. You know, how many of these cuts have I got to do? Mamma mia, just to get to there. I mean, I don't know, it's 4 so far, 5. I mean, got probably about 40, 80 cuts I think it is, just to get around here. But you know what? Just take one at a time. I chose to do it this way, and hey, should be a nice feature. Okay, so here we go. I'll bring in the blocks over. There's my template, and that's a good marker. It's a chalk marker. I think they're called Probst, P-R-O-B-S-T, and it makes a good line. And the power of the angle grinder and the wind doesn't blow away the chalk line there, so it's good. So yep, I'm marking up quite a few of those. I'll score them, of course, once again with the angle grinder, the smaller one, and then with the big one I'll be cutting them. Also to note here, I bought myself a really good pair of goggles because the other ones were steaming up, misting, and I couldn't see anything. It's either dangerous or just crazy really. So anyway, get yourself a good quality pair that does not steam up, and yeah, ready to go. As you can see here, it's coming on nicely, just another about 14 more blocks to do. So as I've done before, I cut a template for all of the radius blocks going around, and now I've come to the final block, and I need to make sure that that one fits nice and snug. So again, I measured, and here's my little template, and I'm just going to cut this one down and then transfer this over to the block really, and that's that. So yeah, just thought I'd just show you, the fact that I'm using a little bit of card, old school scissors. So yeah, anyone can do this. It takes a lot of time. Be careful. I'm talking about the whole cutting of the stones. I think anyone can actually cut this line. So yeah, don't know where you actually concentrate on that, but there you go. Yeah. So all good. Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so last block. Probably won't go in straight away, but we'll see. Got to pour it first.
On the big guns.
Big guns, baby. follow me. Follow me.
Mhm.
As we come over here. Now this probably won't completely fit. We'll have a go. I did my template. And that fitted nicely. This. See what happens here.
Very good.
Okay, alright. Yeah, I can probably nip that, or not even nip it. Let's have a look. Just that go in pretty damn good. I mean, so if we step back, we can
Yeah.
check that one out. I've done it. Who's done it?
Yay. Yay.
Wow, that is a lot of work.
Amazing job.
40 blocks around the outside, each one cut. And
Would you say about a day and a half work?
I'd say about, yeah, quite a few hours. Yeah, probably about a day, isn't it? About a day and a bit. When I was considering it, I'm thinking, oh, I'm just going to do a square because the square is so much easier. But actually, if I'd have done a square, I'd be like, should I have done that circle? And a square would be too sharp and hard against that path. So, yeah,
Okay.
I'm quite chuffed.
Yay! Yippee!